In class, when learning about consent for medical procedures and examining cases such as Millett v. Shulman and Reed v. Maloney, I began to wonder, why does it seem like we hear a lot about legal action being taken against doctors in the States, but not nearly as much in Canada? According to the New England Journal of Medicine, Canadian doctors are one-fifth as likely as American doctors to get sued. Initially, I thought that this could partly be due to the for profit nature of healthcare in the States, which may lead to treatment decisions that are more likely to result in legal action. However, is there another reason why lawsuits against doctors in Canada are less common? Well, it turns out that there is a nonprofit organization that protects Canadian physicians called the CMPA, or Canadian Medical Protection Association. CMPA claims to empower better healthcare by supporting physicians and patients in Canada. But do they actually do this, and how? Firstly, looking at their most recent financial statement, their net assets were almost $1 billion in 2023. So in other words, for a nonprofit organization, the CMPA has a lot of money that it can use to defend its physicians. Surely if the CMPA is able to maintain such a large annual float, physicians must pay a lot to be members, right? Well, yes and no. While physicians may pay upwards of $60,000 in annual fees, provincial governments have programs that reimburse physicians. For example, Ontario has the Medical Liability Protection Reimbursement Program, which covers between 80 to 90% of physicians' annual fees. As you could probably guess, this money comes from you, the taxpayer. So essentially, a portion of the taxes you pay is going towards protecting physicians, in case you sue them for harming you. Now that we've established what the CMPA is and how they're funded, we can get back to the main topic. How big of a role do they play in keeping malpractice lawsuit numbers seemingly low in Canada? Well, unfortunately, the answer is quite a big role. As of the latest annual report, in the last 5 years, out of 4,354 legal actions, only 210 made it to a ruling in court. That's less than 5%. Additionally, over the last 5 years, only a total of 45 cases resulted in a judgment for the patient. That's 1% of all legal action being brought against physicians in Canada. So, in conclusion, while there are likely many factors at play when considering why we don't hear about medical malpractice lawsuits in Canada, nearly as much as in the US, the CMPA is an important factor to look at. With their large monetary assets and taxpayer reimbursement for physician membership, bringing a lawsuit against a physician protected by the CMPA is certainly going to be expensive, and winning that lawsuit will be difficult.